Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's up, buddy? We're back, Chris.
Cha-cha.
Fresh
Cha-cha.
off the hottest interview of the summer with none other than CCW's own Cha Charlie. Boy, that was fun. Did you have fun? I had fun.
I had a blast.
I know you guys missed us. We are the War Show, so we cover wars. There wasn't a war Wednesday night, was there, Chris?
No.
Okay, so NXT won by default.
But they only gained like 100,000 viewers with AEW. That's what was mind-boggling to me. It's like AEW wasn't on TV and they only gained 100,000 viewers.
600,000 people around the world. That's such a small number. It sucks compared to old school wrestling, but 600,000 people in the world decided not to watch wrestling at all if AEW wasn't on TV. Essentially.
I was one of them because I did not watch NXT on Wednesday.
Does my DVR count? Like,
yes,
it does.
It's logged as a view. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Wrestling Paradox podcast. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow this video right here. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at Podcast Paradox. As you can see, I'm wearing this. I know I talk shit about him, but he's just getting that much better every week. So this is a cleaner shirt tonight. I know you're watching, Cody, as you're laid up in your bed right now going, oh, my God, what happened to the family? You got destroyed. So it's the best part of wrestling since AEW has started. That was the greatest part ever. So the cleaner's coming back. Cody's out. I'm wearing a shirt for you, Kenny.
That looks like Ahmed. It looks like Ahmed, the dead terrorist from Jeff Dunham. That's what it looks like.
Man, that's the cleaner, baby. All right. But we're not going to start with the cleaner tonight. We're not going to start with AEW. We start with AEW every week. So tonight we are opening up hot with NXT 30 XXX. Maybe there was a porn shot in here and Joey Janela's girl. Apparently Joey Janela and Jim Cornette have a lot more in common than we realized.
Did you see on Twitter Joey Janela sitting at an airport bar and he's got that mask on that he had made, and he was just sitting there going, guys, nothing to see here at all. And it's Jim Cornette and his cuck and being cucked and his wife's on top of another guy on the mask.
I did not see that. No,
great thing.
I got to look at it, but I did like Joey Janela's comment on Triple H's photo on Instagram, where it was a picture of Damian Priest and Brandy and some other girl and Triple H, and Joey Janela's on the comment just like, come on. So tonight on NXT 30, my first comment, and then Chris, I'm gonna let you take over for the pre-show. My first comment is, did they say fuck the Thunderdome already? Are they done with the This was live. This wasn't pre-taped. So
yeah, no, this was pre-Thunderdome. So Thunderdome was only going to go on the Amway Center in Orlando. This was still at the Performance Center.
But Friday night, that was Saturday night. Friday night they had Thunderdome for SmackDown.
Yeah, they didn't get everything technically like set out.
Okay.
So, and they already had it, I guess, in the books for the Performance Center.
Yeah, because that stayed in the book. That stayed at the Performance Center. So,
right.
Chris, I do not want to talk about this pre-show match because apparently NXT writers have said, fuck everything else we've done in the past. We're just going to fucking shit on everything now. So, you want to take over, bud?
Yeah, since you didn't even know there was a pre-show match. We had Breezango versus Larkin and Birch versus Del Taco's boys. The winner gets the #1 contendership for the tag titles.
So wait, so you're telling me Del Taco's boys won, right? Because that would make sense in this company. In the storyline, that would make sense, right?
They did not win. My note is whack match. Del Taco's boys showed some great moves, but Breezango hit a super kick out of nowhere for the win. That's how
super kick?
Yeah, it was a super kick.
A Young Bucks special.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not even a Sweet Chin Music. A Young Bucks special super kick. And they win them. Okay. So anyway, we opened up the real pay-per-view. Wait, hold on. Do you just want to give me the rating on the Thrasher scale?
It was a dud. I mean, we saw Guadalupe Mendoza did a dive off the top rope. I swear I saw a jelly donut come out of his tights.
Even Dave Meltzer was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
He's like, is Helen Keller writing this?
Do you follow the real Helen Keller on Instagram?
I think I did once, and I felt like I was going to hell, so I had to get off of it.
The best part is every picture is blacked out, and on April Fools they post a white picture. That's WWE screenwriting, everybody. So we open up with Balor versus Thrasher. Submissions and strike.
Balor versus me, exactly.
Thatcher.
You said Thrasher?
No, Thatcher.
You just said Thrasher.
I was like, I don't know. I'm sorry. All right, Balor versus Thrasher.
See, you did it again.
No, I said Thatcher that time. What is wrong with you? Calm down, Chris Thatcher. All right, so this is a submission strike match right from the
hashtag sick invite.
Yeah. I hate you. Dude, how Thatcher worked the ankle the entire match looked great. And Finn sold the right ankle the entire match, the correct ankle, not selling the wrong ankle. King fucking Corbin, you goddamn moron. You made Kurt Angle's last match look stupid. Balor got back on offense some way through the match. Finn missed the big double stomp, hurt the leg again. Thatcher went back to work on the left ankle. Balor hit the coup de grace, followed by a 1916 for the big win. Are you a fan of the 1916?
I like it. I like it. It's a variation of an old school DDT. I thought it was a very good opening match for a pay-per-view. It was not a typical Balor-esque match.
No, it was definitely a tone setter for the entire night.
Yeah,
I was impressed by this card. I was impressed by this
going
card.
into the next match. I did, and you had to lead up to something.
Were you not impressed with the card overall?
There was one match that stood out. That's it.
There was one match that stood out. There was.
Yeah.
So next, I'm gonna let you. I'll let you start, and then if you don't mind, I'm gonna jump in and finish because I feel like I have the rights to this match because my boy brought it home.
Because you have a fat boy in the mix.
Oh, bro, I have the biggest fucking boner for Damian Priest.
So you have the Priest versus Grimes versus Bronson Reed, fat ass, versus child molester and Johnny Gargano.
Whoa. Back up, my friend. What did you say?
I said Damian Priest versus
Cameron
Grimes versus a fat boy versus a child molester versus
Johnny
Gargano.
What? No, you keep speeding fast what you're saying. Go back. Rewind. Why do you keep calling him that?
Versus Cameron Grimes versus Fat Boy versus child molester.
There it is. Circle that one. Circle that one. Why do you keep calling him that? It's not proven. He's innocent until guilty.
I mean, I'm not the only one. I mean, there was somebody on SummerSlam that put up a sign that said "Fire Velveteen Dream,"
and Rhea Ripley liked it.
Yes. I'm not the only one. I mean, I wish I can put up a sign every time I see him on my TV.
How long until someone whips their dick out on Thunderdome?
I mean, last night there was someone put up a stuffed Pikachu in a chair. Like
somebody put photo edits of Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega in the crowd, and I was dying laughing.
I mean, like, how awesome would it be if you put like a cutout of like AEW wrestlers in there?
Yo, just like get on board with everybody. Just get all your friends to fucking mask. Fuck.
What are they gonna do? Cancel everybody?
There's got to be a group of friends that big. You remember the Stone Cold Steve Austin guys who would have every sign, every letter all the way across?
Yes. I actually thought it was a decent ladder match. I just hate that Reed was in it. Gargano and Priest were the two workhorses in it. Candice LeRae gets involved in the match late, hits two big moves to buy some time for Gargano. Reed meets Gargano at the top of the ladder and drops Gargano. LeRae climbs to the top of the ladder, gets on the back of Reed, and Reed slams LeRae down on top of Gargano, which I thought that was pretty cool. Gargano does a big float over powerbomb off two ladders through another ladder. Child molester gets up and hits a DVD Death Valley Driver on Gargano, on his shoulders onto Priest, who was on the ladder. Mind you, I was a little intoxicated when I was writing these notes, so they're not
It
making sense
was
to me
a
now.
good match. It looked good to me. Nice move.
I actually thought Cameron Grimes was going to win this match.
I did too.
Right,
There was a moment there I thought
yeah.
Grimes did
Right,
too.
it was right here at this note. It says Grimes climbs the ladder, but Gargano fends him off. Priest battles with Gargano for the belt, but Priest prevails. That's the one thing about ladder matches I don't like is when they fight for the belt.
While they're holding on to the belt.
Yeah, while they're holding onto the belt, and then it just ends that way. I hate that. Hate that.
It's almost it would be worse if let's say like you were fighting in a building owned by a company and then you got to the top and then you had to climb a ladder and some fat guy couldn't make it to the top. So they wrestled over it and they dropped it to him. Fuck,
Right.
that happened, didn't it?
Right. Oh, same company. It was the same company too. It was weird.
Shit. There was all right. So first of all, did anybody else notice that Fat Boy Bronson Reed tried to look like Bam Bam Bigelow last night?
Yes.
And Beth Phoenix even right as I go, wow, he looks like Bam Bam Bigelow in that outfit. And then Beth Phoenix goes, call Reed the Beast from the Middle East or from the East. And I'm like, what the fuck? Wasn't that? What are you doing?
Right.
I'm like, why are we calling out Bam Bam? Are we putting him in the Hall of Fame this year? So there was another spot.
No, Bam Bam was put in the Hall of Fame last year, right? Wasn't he? Or a year, 2 years ago?
He was supposed to in New Jersey. Did it happen?
I think he did. It was 2 years ago.
I have read that rumor too that he was supposed to, but I wasn't sure if it ever actually happened. But there was a spot in this match where Priest is like just laying in. I don't know if you remember it, but you have Priest, Grimes, and Gargano. Gargano and Grimes are kind of sitting next to each other or standing next to each other. And Priest is just like laying in kicks to Grimes. And Gargano's just watching it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, nice kicks, man. And he gets kicked right in the chest. He's like, what the fuck?
Hey, but going back, I like I said, I didn't watch NXT on Wednesday, but now do you believe me that Ridge Holland should not be on the limelight of NXT? He almost paralyzed Johnny Gargano.
I didn't catch it.
Neither did he. He didn't catch it either. Gargano went to go do a flying crossbody off the middle rope, and Holland went to go do a power slam, but didn't have his arm hooked underneath him, and dropped him right on his head.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, man.
Can you imagine if Gargano would have gotten hurt? If he would have gotten hurt, then what?
then whatchamacallit, Rich Holland would be in the match because that's the way WWE works.
Right. You almost kill a guy to get your spot. That's fine.
Dude, speaking of almost dying and killing a guy, did you see what they fucking did to Velveteen Dream last night? Dude, he got thrown into the fucking abyss, bro. I don't know where he went, but he got pushed off that ladder. He went somewhere and just right there. I never saw him again.
People are gonna start making that with him just falling out like the meme. He's just gonna fall out and he's just gonna keep going. He's gonna go through kids' bedrooms and like a high school locker room. High school locker room.
Make it. One of our fans, please make this happen. So overall,
I see him going through a daycare. He's just gonna go.
All right. So overall, I was very impressed with this match. I thought it was a good ladder match. It definitely held expectation. I was stuck to my chair all the way through. Can you say the same?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match. I would give it 3 stars. I just don't like that Bronson Reed was in it and the child molester.
Yep. All right. So where's that match rank on the Thrasher?
3 stars. Yeah, like nice. I said, if you're paying attention.
Nice. All right. So. All right. Well, I mean, this is your match. This next match is your match. I know you popped for this. I popped too. Like I said, I was at work today and I was running around to all the football fans at my job. And I'm like, do you remember Pat McAfee? Watch it. Because I'm the wrestling nerd at work. There's like 2 other guys who watch wrestling, but they're like, yo, you're a fucking loser. You talk about it in front of people. And I'm like, sorry, man. But I'm like, yo, Pat McAfee. And I'm showing everybody my phone and people are, and I'm showing them the one move. And I'll let you talk about that move because you're happy about it. I'm showing the one move, and it was impressive. It was very impressive. So, Chris, all yours.
What I love about it is how it starts off. You have Undisputed Era come out, and then they, send him to the back. Cole gets in the ring, does his whole little boom, baby. Then it cuts to the back, and you see Pat McAfee sitting on an equipment box, with Darius Butler, Nick Moraldo, who's his best friend, and AJ Hawk. First off, AJ Hawk looks like a fucking beast. I mean, he's out of the league for about 4 years now, but it looks like he can start anytime now, right now.
Straight out of Wisconsin, baby. What's up?
He's actually from Ohio. He's from
No,
Ohio.
but he played in Wisconsin. That's all that fucking matters. Where he played.
He played it for Cincinnati as well.
He played. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Cincinnati. Go ahead.
So they all come down, and I love it how he's on. Pat's on the mic, and he goes, "Hit my music." They all come down, and they get in each other's face, this, that, and the other. Then it spews to the outside, and Pat McAfee, for no one that's been in a pro wrestling ring, did the coolest, senton splash to the outside from the top rope on everybody on the outside, which I think was awesome. Awesome. And I think I even texted this to you and a couple other people that this was the best non-wrestler, the best athletic non-wrestling match I've ever seen. It told a great story. It had great wrestling moves. It had an athletic celebrity in there. I mean, that when they were fighting on the top rope for the superplex, and Cole pushed him off, and he did a backflip, landed on his feet, then a kick up right to the top rope, hits the superplex. Dude, I almost jumped out of my chair. I was like, holy shit. And also at the beginning of the match, too, was when they were doing the exchanging, and Adam Cole went to go hit him with the super kick, and Pat just fell to the ground and backed up into the corner. Dude, great storytelling.
Yeah, no, this whole match, I was just glued to my seat, could not move. I kicked the dog out. I threw the football at my wife, and I said, "You're gonna fucking learn today." All right. Mm-hmm. With Pat McAfee, first of all, cutting the promo in the back was amazing. He has become. They did it. They've done it. They turned the UE faces, and they made Pat McAfee the biggest heel in the business. And I don't know if it was a fucking accident, because if it was, that's their fault. But they did a great job with it. Mm-hmm. The way he cuts the promo in the back, and he's like, the most powerful leg in the business in this game known to man. I was buying every fucking thing he was selling, everything this guy was selling. So there were spots, and the big spot, and you kind of touched on it when right before he did the big splash off the top onto everybody, how that moment happened. And if you weren't watching, first of all of Pat's guys, AJ Hawk and everybody else, they all came out in Cole Suck shirts. So that kind of gives it there. And then there was a spot where Cole's on the outside, or Cole's in the ring, and Pat McAfee's on the outside, and they all bust out the UE shit on him. And they were all like, "Yeah, you like that?" And then that's when UE comes out, they get face to face, and then that's when the big splash happened. And I knew that splash I felt like something was going to happen, and I was really excited to see it because Pat snuck inside the ring. And if you noticed, all of his guys kind of backed up. And they were just like, all right, we're out the spot. And then, boom, the big splash happened. So that was kind of cool to see. Cole deserves every bit of credit for this match. Cole made everything look great. And while I feel, and I said this to you off the show, Pat McAfee needs to work on selling certain things. He sold amazing to a lot of things. I know Jericho called it the code breaker, but where you grab the shoulder blades and you jump up.
Yeah, like a lung blower.
Yeah. He sold the shit out of that. He looked great going with the back to it. So McAfee definitely, the fact that this was McAfee's first match says a lot about him. And somebody made a comment that said, get McAfee $1 million contract. And then Britt Baker replied on Twitter saying, get Cole in $1 million contract. So kind of tells you where Adam Cole's getting paid right now. He does sell very well. And honestly, the superplex sequence was amazing. It was the spot of the night. It was honestly probably one of the greatest spots I've seen in wrestling this year. Just that little sequence, just the backflip to the yeah, you ain't expect that shit, did you? Hit him with the bitch ass white boy talk, and then he jumped back up, superplexed him. It was great to see. Pat McAfee definitely earned his spot last night in the ring.
For sure.
I guarantee Cole got to the back, looked at Pat McAfee, and said, "Thank you." Yeah, I know he thanked him for that match.
And I was listening to a clip from Pat's podcast today, and he said there was a very little time for them to actually go over the match because Pat still lives in Indiana. He actually had to travel to Orlando and be in quarantine for a week, so he couldn't leave the house. So he actually didn't leave the Airbnb where they were staying until I think it was 14 hours before the match is supposed to happen is when he checked into the hotel at the performance
Holy
center.
shit, you're talking about pushing it.
Yeah, so they didn't like go over a match. He said they had maybe about 10, 15 minutes to talk over spots and everything like that. Nothing was rehearsed, nothing was, planned or anything like that, like to an extent.
But McAfee had a lot of good holds to where when Cole opened up with him in the shoulder and was doing the pressure and wouldn't let go and tried to get thrown off, but wouldn't let go, and then McAfee gave it right back to him and did the same exact moves, and then Cole was doing a lot of things in the match to where, or McAfee was doing a lot of things in the match where I could tell in Cole's mind he's like, this motherfucker's talking some shit. He's talking some shit, and McAfee deserved to talk all the shit he wanted because after that performance, that guy is nothing short of amazing.
And he
And
got trained by Rip Rogers. So
wow.
he was trained by some really good, and he actually has a wrestling ring in his like barn on his property. He bought it on a drunken night after his rookie contract went through. That he just bought a wrestling ring on eBay and he puts it in his barn and he
There you
wrestles.
go.
He can wrestle whenever he wants, and it shows. It shows that he's been in a ring, but not in a match.
Yeah.
And
He knew where he was in the ring all night. I think that last spot with the Panama Sunrise was Cole's fault. I think he went to the wrong side. He started walking and he felt kind of stupid and he just had to keep going. And it made
I think Cole
McAfee
brought
get
him
up.
over. I think Cole brought him over to the wrong side, and then he in turn went to the opposite side. Because you see, when Pat was getting up, he was like turning around, and then he stumbled to the corner.
Yeah.
But I mean, hands down, you can go Pat performance-wise for non-pro wrestling athletes. You have Pat McAfee, Lawrence Taylor are the top two. I mean, they shit on Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
When it comes to wrestling matches. I mean, it was very, very good. And I've heard through the grapevine on the Twitter and on other social medias that this might not be Pat's last match.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not. Honestly, that was so cool to watch. I don't want this match to end. I enjoyed talking about it, dude. I could watch that spot.
So good.
I could watch that spot 1,000 times over. That whole little superplex sequence, I could watch that so many times over.
And he said that he hasn't had a carb in a month and a half.
Yeah, did you see his Fat Boy meal?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he had like Reese's out everywhere. He said he had a carb on his wedding night, and I'm sure that was the cake. But he said ever since then he hasn't had a carb. So good for him. He deserves that pizza. All right. I'm almost skeptical to ask because in my mind, I know where the rating is.
This is a 4-star.
I would say 4-star match. Yes,
4-star match, hands down. Told a great story. I mean, even going back to like even the most mundane like Raquel Gonzalez wrestling holds that Pat was doing, like the sleeper off the ropes.
What did you say to me? What?
The most mundane Raquel Gonzalez wrestling.
Don't you talk about my baby that way.
Had him how he had Cole in the headlock, and Cole went to go send him to the ropes, and he like tied it in, and he dropped to a knee and goes, no. Dude, awesome. Like the little things. Yeah. Like it was very good.
All right. So moving in next to Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai. Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai.
All I said was that this is an okay women's match. Really nothing different from the weekly shows that we've been seeing.
That's why I said very simple match, nothing special. Raquel Gonzalez interferes, which always is nice. Io gets the big win.
I did put when Raquel Gonzalez got in, I said Rhea Ripley appears, comes down, and gets in the face of Raquel Gonzalez. I bet you Joey has a boner.
Oh, I was shooting 10 loads all different ways.
Dude,
oh my God, it was beautiful to see both of them in the same ring. I was like, my fantasy. All right.
Call you Johnny Sins from now on.
So here's my problem with this. What does Rhea Ripley have to do with Raquel Gonzalez and protecting Io Shirai? Isn't there someone called the Rob Stone brand that she is like dead in the middle of the storyline with?
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's the help. I think it's the help Gonzalez get over.
It has to be. I mean,
because I thought the same thing. I'm like, there is no reason for her to get involved in this when she has a Mercedes Martinez storyline going on.
And why wasn't that match on NXT 30?
I don't know. Maybe she was mourning the fact that Jimmy Havoc doesn't have a job. Or she was trying to buy more wrestling gear from Jimmy Havoc.
Thank fucking God I don't have to see that fucking guy's face on my fucking TV anymore.
That's not nice.
All right. So anyway, I'm going to move into the next promo because I feel I ever so have to. Is this the first promo of the night?
Yeah. Well, it's a pay-per-view, so they're not going to have a lot of promos.
It's NXT. Let's calm down.
Hey, by the way, I bought all 5 of the AEW Unrivaled action figures. Probably the best wrestling action figures I've seen ever.
You bought Brandy too?
No, I didn't buy Brandy. I bought 5, not 6.
Oh.
Very like good to detail, like their arms. It very good, very cool, very well done.
Cool. You buy toys.
They weren't for me. They're for my son.
I know.
he only opened 2. The other 3, Jericho and the Young Bucks, are for his birthday and Christmas.
No. All right. So next is a promo of Damian Priest, and we see Charlie Caruso running out. Damian, how's it feel? And he's like, "Oh, you want an interview? I got you. Watch this." And jumps into a hot tub. And lo and behold, who is in the jacuzzi? I guess our boy Jimmy Cornette and Jelly Nutella have a lot more in common than we ever so thought, because Brandy Wrestling is in the jacuzzi with Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm.
Just pouring champagne on her tits. She's fucking shoving it in his mouth. She's like, "Yeah, you like that? Joey can't do that." And I was like, "Yeah, bitch." I was like, "Yeah, bitch." So I thought it was great. It's a way to kind of shit on Joey. And they know who Brandy is. They know that's Joey Janela's girlfriend. That was a nice little shot at that. So that's pretty much all I got there.
Yeah, I to me, honestly, that didn't really give me a shock and awe.
Did you know who she was when you saw her?
Yeah, I did. I think a more shock and awe would have been if they would have just taken the picture and put it up on social media. Don't do an angle on the pay-per-view and everything like that. Just do that. Just do.
That would have been better. That would
just have Triple H standing behind them. Don't lead into it. Just blast it on social media. That's going to get more talking rather than you've already seen it on TV. Then you're going to blast it on social media. That made no sense to me.
Yeah. All right. I see what you're saying. That would have been better. Hey, Trips, I know you're watching. Take some notes, bitch. So, Cross versus Lee. Now, remember, I'm typing this as I'm watching live, and I put my first sentence. I won't understand why Lee was double champ a month ago just to relinquish one title and lose the other title in under a month. I don't understand why. Once you take these titles off of him, he moves directly to Raw as being promoted as the biggest babyface to ever walk Monday Night Raw. That's what I saw tonight on Twitter.
And this is what I was talking about a month ago when he won. And I go, why get the belts off of Cole if you're going to do that? I think it would have made the McAfee Cole match even better. Even if it was a non-title match, have him come out with the persona like, I'm the champ, I'm over 400 days champ. You can't beat me. You're going to take, but then get him that much closer to beating Adam Cole. And this, that, and the other. But I think it was a month and a half ago, when they got the belt off Cole and gave it to Lee for a double champ. I think it was a bad idea then, and it's a bad idea now.
Well, so with this match with Karrion Kross, this was for me a good match of two Goliaths. I thought I felt like I was watching two big guys in the ring, and Kross did a great job consistently working the arm and the shoulder. There were certain points Lee regained offense, and at some point, Kross dislocated his entire fucking shoulder out of his socket. And apparently this could be a career-ending injury.
Yeah, dude, it's a Finn Balor injury.
Yeah, dude, apparently it could be a career-ending injury. So
they're comparing it to a non-wrestling an injury like Drew Brees.
That's not good. That's
Right.
not good. And you just put the title on this guy. What Triple H is like, God damn it, Adam Cole was fucking great as champion. What did I do?
Exactly. And I've said that from day one. Said that from the day one.
Why did you take the title off of Adam Cole? It just I don't understand it at all.
Dude, he's the face that runs the place. Why did you take it off of him?
Fuck it. Swerve everybody. Have fucking Gargano win the fucking tournament when Cross can't defend it no more. Swerve everybody. Put it back on Gargano. How great would that be? I love it.
I wouldn't have mind Gargano winning NXT. I mean, the North American.
They played to that story a little bit last night with him being the first double champ. The first two-time North American. They played to that story, and I thought for a second I was like, "Ooh, could Gargano get this? This might be nice."
I mean, I could have been. I'm okay with Priest winning, but I would have been a little bit better storyline wise with Gargano, because Gargano has like little bits in like with everybody, with Damian Priest, with Cameron Grimes, with Finn Balor. Like you can go anywhere, to where Damian Priest he just got demolished by Cameron Grimes a month ago. You know, so it's like I think there's more of an outlet with Gargano on one side than there is going to be with Damian Priest.
The worst part about this is like it's nothing. Everything they did a month and a half ago, nothing from that moment has made sense.
Right.
Nothing from that moment has made sense. The show has been completely all over the place. I have a personal connection to WWE, so I can't talk too much shit because that person's a customer of mine. I love WWE. I love the company. I've loved it for years, but the show's been all over the place. I don't know who's writing in NXT right now. I think it's Triple H, and I don't know if he has the final say on anything because it just seems nothing's making sense.
Right.
So it's just getting weird, man. When NXT, or I'm sorry to keep going, but when Lee won the both titles, they put out this massive thing of every wrestler saying, "Hey, congratulations, big man, coming after you next." And there was like 20 wrestlers that everybody wanted to go after Lee for the titles. And we got one double title match, and then he dropped the title.
Right.
So makes all the sense in the world.
My biggest thing is the biggest criticism about the takeover card is, yes, they only had one promo, but you could have shortened the Karrion Kross Keith Lee match. You could have shortened the Dakota Kai Io Shirai match and put in a triple threat Drake Maverick, Del Taco, Del Toro, Del Loco, and Swerve Strickland for the belt.
Yeah.
You know, that made no sense to me. Like, you get rid of that promo with Punishment Martinez. You just put the picture out, like I said. I mean, give them 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. But, hey, what the fuck do we know? We just run a stupid podcast.
It's the worst podcast ever.
I was actually thinking of that whenever I said that, so I'm glad you caught it. We're on telepathic wavelengths. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the first show. NXT is in the books for NXT XXX 30. There was no pornos, no titties shown, so sorry, guys.
Very disappointed. Very disappointed.
We are don't forget to make sure you like, subscribe to this video, make sure you follow us on here, and make sure you swallow us on Twitter at Podcast Paradox. Why do you chuckle every time I plug our stuff?
Because it's funny to me when you say
What do I say? That's going to be on the new shirt. It's on the bottom. # swallow us. Would you mind, business partner?
I just want another shirt.
Me too. All right, so we are going to open up the Saturday night special. This was a Saturday Night Wars that had a feeling to it. Old school Saturday night. It was FTR with Tully versus Privatized Party. Who's private? Oh, my phone. That fuck up. Private Party. Yo,
Prioritize black people.
What? Let me tell you something. Tully's new jacket looks fucking good.
Fire. It's so fire.
What did he say? Fear the Revelation? Or Fear the Revolution?
Yeah. Fear the Revolution, yep.
Fear the Revolution. But yo, this was a great opening match. Both these teams worked really well together. They worked better together than FTR and Lucha Bros. I told you from a long time ago, you can go back and watch any of our episodes. I've never criticized Private Party. I've always thought Private Party is a great team. They've mastered their craft. They're honed their craft. They don't go in there and try stupid shit and let me try to jump off this rope to this rope and maybe I'll land there. No, when they do a move, they know what move they're doing and they do that move very well. So that worked well with FTR. Both felt like good tag teams. Both knew how to cut off the corner. Both knew how to work a man and build heat on that man. So FTR pretty much came out as full-blown heels. And
yeah, I love how they played the whole heel tag team, the whole match.
Yeah,
I mean, the double team where I think it was Cash was on the outside on the apron and Dax was, and they did the running clothesline while holding.
Yeah.
I think cool. Yeah, dude, I love FTR. You hated how AEW was booking them a couple weeks ago. I actually like it because I can see where the line was drawn in the sand where they were going with FTR, and they're going to make them the heel tag team.
Hold on. So you liked them coming in, having a loss on their record to a mid-card team and a team of Mexicans who don't speak English, no disrespect, but they have a ceiling in this company. And then the baddest fucking team on your roster gets their truck stolen. You like that. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. You like that. So if we ever start a company together, I'm not putting booking in your hands. You like that. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I do like that.
All right. So we know who's never going to be Booker in our company.
You got to book them to be the heels. You got to book them to be the heels.
Book them be the heels. Don't book them to be soft.
But the heels have to win every once in a while. They have to take losses and they have to win.
FTR should be 25-0 and haven't had their loss on their record. They should have been the Bill Goldberg of tag teams.
Nope.
Yes. Nope. Why are they losing? There's no reason for them to lose.
No. That's the reason why that John Cena never turned heel. That's the reason why Roman Reigns will never turn heel.
Bullshit. Roman Reigns is heel now. Did you see Big Dog last night?
He's not going to be accepted as a heel. Trust me.
My dog got veneers. He looks vicious. He looks like a monster.
No, he's not going to be accepted as a heel. All he did was he buried the heel wrestlers. So when the heels get buried, they're always going to get buried by the face. No matter how hard Roman Reigns tries, he's going to be a face. FTR is the heels. They're the dirtiest tag team. They're playing just like it was the old school Four Horsemen. The dirtiest tag team. Tully and Arn didn't win every match, and they're probably going down as the best tag team of all time.
Okay, they didn't win every match, but they went on streaks. You're telling me this team is cold right out the fucking gate?
They lost one match.
You shouldn't lose a match in the first 4 months of that team being on your roster.
No, I think it was properly written for them.
We have to get off the subject because we're never going to agree.
It's properly written for them to get where they're at. Now they have Tully as a manager, and they had to set up the storyline.
They could have got that way without losing the Butcher and the Blade.
Then you never would have gotten the Ricky Morton thing last week, where Ricky Morton turned his back on FTR and looked at the Young Bucks and said, "Oh, you're the number one team, and you're the best tag team." You wouldn't have gotten there.
I'm sorry. We could have got to the same spot with a different path. Anyway, Look, I'm just getting away from it because we're never going to agree. We're going to sit here and bicker like little girls. Mox promo. Shut up. Mox promo on MJF leading the company for another 25 years. Mox says he only has 18 months left in him. Is that when a contract ends? Is that when we possibly see the jump back to WWE?
He's not jumping back to WWE.
Shitting me.
Not after his opinions that he gave this past week about Thunderdome.
Oh, come on. It doesn't fucking matter. Don't you understand that? It does not matter. Everybody gets back to WWE. Everybody gets back to WWE. The only person who was not allowed back in WWE was Macho Man. That's because he still had the fucking Slim Jims inside Stephanie's panties. All right?
And also, Jericho is not going back to WWE. They gave him his trademarks.
Trust me, he'll be in the Hall of Fame one day. They won't say a word. He'll be 65, and he's going to say, "Thank you, sir."
Okay, so you talked about John Moxley putting a promo. I want to talk about MJF's promo. I thought it was a great promo. It was awesome. His lawyer,
great,
may look. Do you know who it is?
Who was that? He looked familiar.
He wrestled on Raw about 5 months ago. His real name is Mark Sterling. He's best friends with Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. He is actually a wrestler. He was a wrestler and tag team champs for CZW with Reynolds from Dark Order.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He did look familiar. I just couldn't put my finger on it.
Yep.
I had my finger elsewhere up Nina's butt, making her smile.
I think. In fact, I think he wrestled. I want to say he wrestled Strowman on an episode of Raw.
That seems like it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the
It was
petition,
when they were going through those squash matches when they brought those back.
yeah, dude, how many signatures are on that petition now? 5 million.
5 million. Yep.
5 million. Nice.
And how MJF almost made himself cry yelling
Dude,
me.
He's so good, bro. He's so good. I don't understand how this guy isn't the biggest paid heel right now. He's gonna earn one day. He's gonna make a check, and he's gonna force a company to fucking just sign everything over to him. And guys, he's gonna be amazing. I'm sorry. Do you see it anywhere? Like personally, I see it in WWE. I think that's where he's gonna make his money. He's not gonna make his money in AEW. He'll make his money in WWE.
I don't think. I think WWE is too politically correct for him. I don't think it'll go over. His gimmick will go over with The Office.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can see it now, though. I could see it now. Lights are black. It's Monday Night Raw. Lights are black. No one knows who's in the ring. You're gonna open up the show, and boom, you just open up to like a Burberry scarf on the Tron, and there's MJF in the middle of the ring, dude. Fucking popping everywhere.
I just think it's too. They would want to water him down too much.
Oh,
it's
of course they would.
CM Punk, and he just won't get over because they would want to compare him to where he was with AEW, and it just won't get over.
Who knows? Hey, WWE just went TV 14 again.
Ooh.
Now you can wear your big girl panties while you watch it. Butcher and the Blade and Lucha Bros versus Jurassic Express and Dustin Rhodes, a.k.a. Red Dick. I mean, Dust. And some fat guy. Oh, that's QT Marshall. Is that who that was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My uncle apparently is on AEW.
My note is this match did nothing for me. Too much going on. Jungle Express is the same thing every week. Only bright side is I really like the 4-man of Butcher, Blade, and Lucha Bros.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then out of nowhere, I guess Cody just had some other things in mind because they decided to put Eddie Kingston, boy King.
Told you.
Them. I don't understand this faction. I think AEW has a problem. They have too many factions. I mean, we can name them right out the gate. You have that faction with Lucha Bros and Butcher and the Blade. You have Being the Elite. You have Dark Order. You have there's a couple more out there.
Inner Circle, Jungle Express.
Jungle Express. I mean, 5 factions already we're at.
Well, I think what's going to happen is, and you can mark this date down if you want. Eddie Kingston, after he gave the promo and he gave the hug, he looked at the camera and gave a wink. I think what's going to happen is he's going to manage these 2 tag teams. They're going to wrestle. They're going to wrestle Inner Circle, Pride and Powerful. And that's when you get Pride and Powerful turning on Inner Circle and joining up the LAX again.
And then does he get away from the other teams with Butcher and the Blade and Lucha Bros?
Mm-hmm. It's all set up. Yep. Yeah. And then you're going to work an angle. You're going to work an angle with those 3 teams.
And then one of those teams bring in a girl, and then guess who the other girl is? Diamante.
Well, I don't think another girl. I honestly think after them doing this whole little fucking women's tag team, I think they're gonna come out with a women's tag team belt, and you're gonna have Eva Lisa and Diamante just run the tag team, and I don't think you're gonna see another girl in the faction.
I would love to see Kingston with Diamante, man. I think she needs a speaker. So we'll get to that match shortly. That was a good match too. I like that match with the women's finals. Let's see. I mean, at the end of the match, like you said, you have Blade and Pentagon getting into it because Pentagon costed Blade the match. And then we have some pushing around. Out comes Kingston to unify the troops. Eddie Kingston with a little wink. All right. So next we move into Dr. Britt Baker's promo. and she is sitting in a gym with Reba, Rebel, whatever they want to call her now. And then you hear some kissing, and it's Ford and Sabian, and then Ford joins the alliance for makeup for a year.
Mm-hmm. And dental work.
And dental work for both of them because saliva is so disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
So next we have Cassidy comes in the ring. He has a promo with Tony Schiavone. Out comes Jericho, who looks like he's pretty much had the worst fucking week of his life. Challenges OC to Mimosa Mayhem match. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What is the difference between a Mimosa Mayhem match and a dog food match?
Oh, this is very easy. The Mimosa Mayhem match, you have to get thrown into the pool of mimosas.
Okay. Again, if this was on WWE programming, everybody be losing their shit and saying how stupid it is. But because it's AEW, everybody's going, "This is amazing! How cool is Jericho?"
I think you're getting something during this match.
Like what?
I think you're gonna get a heel, a turn or something, or a debut or something like that.
We'll see. We shall see. All right.
Like, honestly, what I would love to do if I was writing this, I would have everyone from Jericho's past come out and try to help Cassidy. Dean Malenko, who's a head coach on AEW, Chavo Guerrero. I would just have everyone come.
Chris Benoit.
He'll fall from the rafters.
No, that's Owen.
We'll have Oj.
Dude. I remember what my dad said to me when I was 3. Oh, okay, pal. I don't remember
I remember if I wiped my ass earlier.
Yeah, seriously. So next, well, all right. So hold on. There was a spot in this. I'm sorry, we're moving way too quick. So he challenges OC to the Mimosa Mayhem match. OC accepts with a little thumb up the butt. Inner circle toast, and they jump best friends. They dump champagne on OC and JR with the greatest line of the night. Any referees can stop this? A hall monitor? Anything? Thanks, JR. I'm glad you're there, pal.
Did you notice Hager not take a sip of the?
He poured it out. Yeah, he poured it out
because he's in training for his next fight.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. He's in training for his. That's why he came out in all gear, in his full fucking gear.
His opponent for that fight's just watching AEW like, fuck that guy.
Right. Yeah, he's in for his next Bellator match.
Nice. All right. So let's move into it. Dark Order versus BTE.
Oh my gosh, I just got a notification. A fan put Chris Benoit in WWE Thunderdome seat during Raw.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to you.
Where'd you get that from? WrestleFeed?
No, Ringside News.
Oh man.
I'm getting the picture. Hold on.
Text it to me. All right.
I'll show it right here. I'll show it to you.
You know your camera sucks.
It's your face that sucks.
Hey, are we making our trip to Tennessee? Because I put in for the days off today.
I don't know. We shall see.
I already put in for the days off. We gotta go.
I told you the stipulations. Bless you. Stop sneezing on my program.
It's our program, you fuck.
It was put on during the Drew McIntyre promo. Look, can you see this? It's circled. Right over there.
Text that to me.
Dude, that's awesome. We were just talking about it too.
That's funny as shit. I felt it in my bones.
So
right,
Nancy.
Jesus Christ. Dark Order versus BTE, bacon, tomato, and everything else. Every week, it seems to me the Dark Order is more and more over. Am I correct with my analysis?
Yeah. I said that this is a typical elite match, just the jumping and everything like that. I really like John Silver and Reynolds as tag team. I really enjoyed that stunner German suplex that Silver and Reynolds gave to him. I think that combo was awesome, and they did dual tombstones to break up the Multi Driver. But Omega
Dude,
gets
that's
a
so fun. Sorry. I'm sorry. Dude, it looks. I'm sorry. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. They put him up, bro. Oh
front
my
row
god,
too. It was like lower screen.
this is the greatest time of my life. I am so happy quarantine has happened. I'm sorry for people who are suffering, but we got to enjoy so much shit with wrestling with quarantine. We would have never got Undertaker's match. We would have never got John Cena, Bray Wyatt. We would have never got this Thunderdome moment. This is great. This is the Fire Velveteen Dream or the Chris Bell. I don't know which one is better. So here's what I want to do, Chris. I want to take all these moments and I want to capture them with all the Thunderdomes because these are going to keep cycling in. It's just a matter of time. It's gonna they can't control it. It's going to happen. So any time that these happen, I want to mark it down. And we got to mark down which one it was and everything else. Because at the end of all this shit, when we go back to fans, we want to go back and recap. We're going to have a special show of all the special sightings and rank them. And we're going to rank them. We're going to do like playoffs. Who was better, Velveteen or Chris Benoit? Chris Benoit wins.
No, don't forget about the confused Pikachu staring under the screen. Dude, so great. Oh my god, that's what we can do. Bro, we can get a spot on the Thunderdome and just put the AEW action figures there.
Do you want to get banned?
Just have them just sitting there.
Just whip out your penis. Dude, they said whoever. If
Velveteen Dream can do it,
FDA
I can do it.
Yeah, right. They said if FDA rules are violated, the person who violated them is responsible for the fine. How do they find you? How do they find your address?
Your IP address where it pings from. And you also I think you have to fill out like a questionnaire with your address and everything because a buddy of mine won the seat for today's basketball game to be on the Heat game.
Yeah. Because I've applied for Thunderdome. It's only asked me a couple questions, like my email address.
I think once you get accepted, you have to fill out a questionnaire.
Good thing I have a computer for the dark web. All right, so Dark Order versus BTE. I am especially getting excited about Alan Angels 5. I really like him. I really like 5. I like everything about him. He's just he's been good to watch. He's been fun. I feel like he's one of those characters. If he ever broke away from Dark Order, he could definitely survive on his own. He's almost like a little Sammy Guevara-esque.
I think he's too small.
Yeah? No, John Silver is too fucking small. I thought John Silver was a midget. No disrespect to midgets.
They're called little people.
Anyway, Kenny goes to set up for a powerbomb on the chair.
Upside down chair.
An upside down chair. And Road Warrior Buck pulls it out of the way. This is why I'm wearing the cleaner shirt. Because Kenny Omega, the cleaner, is coming back. Telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time until he comes back. So, where does this match rank in the Thrasher household?
2.5 stars.
2.5 stars, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So, FTR with Tully, the promo in the back. FTR wants to be the best. In comes Adam Page. Adam Page wants answers, and they give him Fear of the Revelation.
Well, you forgot that the next week we have a gauntlet tag team match with.
I wasn't spoiling it. I was letting you do it.
Natural Nightmares versus the Young Bucks, and whoever wins gets on an immediate. The next team comes in, and the next team comes in. So it's Natural Nightmares, Young Bucks, Best Friends. So it's 3.
FTR. It's only 4.
No, it's 5. I thought it was 5.
It's 4. It's the top 4.
Okay,
so it's Best Friends versus whoever, and then that team faces Bucks.
No, it's Natural Nightmares and Bucks first. Whoever wins
I thought Bucks were number 2. Bucks are number 3?
No, FTR is number 2.
The FTR is number 1 tag team right now. They're the
Oh
best
yeah, no,
friend.
the best friends are number 2 then.
Okay, all right. So okay, it's gonna come down to Bucks and FTR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then this is only leading to Adam Page joining the Four Horsemen,
Mm-hmm.
the new Four Horsemen.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens. All right. You want to take the next match there, pal? I mean, I could take it if you don't want it. It's up to you.
So we got Darby Allin versus Will Hobbs. A typical squash match. Allin gets the win. Taz gets on the mic and calls out Allin. He says there's a new member to Team Taz. Darby Starks comes out. It was
Hi, I'm
great.
Darby.
Yeah, I love how he kept looking down, like, no one likes me because I have face paint on.
You live your dreams. I live my nightmares.
And then Brian Cage attacks Darby from behind, and Ricky Starks gets on top of him and cuts a scathing promo in his face. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I really like Ricky Starks, and this is why he was the winner of my Survivor Series do it yourself pay-per-view. No, definitely I like this match a lot. I like the match. I thought Will Hobbs looked good. Obviously, they're gonna have a tag team partner for Darby, and there's speculation it's gonna be Will Hobbs because Will Hobbs and Brian Cage actually look relatively similar. So
Yeah, one's black, one's white.
yeah, no, I knew you were gonna bring that up. I'm talking about build. All right. So out comes Sammy Guevara, and we go to picture in picture with the cards. And so I'm gonna read this out to you because I actually wrote down all the cards, and I want you to tell me where you think it started to get a little weird.
Good.
I want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry I put you out. I'm sorry you can't catch a chair. I'm sorry that Sammy is an idiot. Sammy is about to be broken. Consider him deleted. Now, where did that start to turn a little bit? Because obviously I don't think those were his cards because he started looking. He was like, what? That's not my handwriting. And if you notice, it changed. It went to red when it said Sammy is an idiot. And you were like, oh, wait, it's about to get a little interesting. So Hardy comes out, attacks from behind with a chair, and then they go to full commercial. And I don't know what the fuck happened since then. And then Matt Hardy is just standing there with a chair and hitting him with
He
the
threw
chair.
him off the stage.
And then he threw him off the stage. My question is first of all, where's my boy Alex Ocean's credit for Matt Hardy's shirt? I don't die.
Right.
I mean, I know it's Ocean's can't die, but that's Alex Ocean's thing. So let's just stick with Alex Ocean there. And second, where's the Inner Circle? I understand this is his own little rivalry, but isn't the Inner Circle like always there to have their backs?
I don't know. That's why I think you're seeing the Inner Circle split up.
I think so too. I think it's about time. I don't know where Jake Hager's gonna go, but you know who I would love to see? I would love to see Jake Hager and Luchasaurus kind of make a little tag team. Have Luchasaurus turn heel and then have those two guys running heel shot.
No, I'm telling you, I think Luchasaurus and Wardlow would be a better tag team.
I do too, but I just don't see when that's gonna happen. I mean, is that gonna happen anytime? Is Wardlow gonna turn it all out and cost MJF the title, and that's gonna move MJF to Wardlow kind of deal? So, and then that gives a chance for MJF to bring in somebody else because MJF does good with a bodyguard because then he has someone to blame for losses. So I think that gives a chance for a new person to step into that bodyguard role, and it could be someone we've never seen before.
Yeah, because if you remember Jericho asked MJF if he wanted to join the Inner Circle. He never gave a full answer.
Yeah.
So I think it's I don't know. I think it's one of those Starrcade 96, 97 storylines where it's going to be a year before you get any kind of conclusion from it or anything like that.
Yeah. So all right. So the next thing we move into, and this kind of fucking pissed me off, was the big speculation was Thunder Rosa and where she was going. And instead of just going, and Tony spoiled it. Schiavone spoiled it. He goes, now to Thunder Rosa. And it's like, wait, she's not on the roster. Why are we just going to her? Why can't it be, what's that in the back? What's going on? Like talking to the micro. What do you have back there? What? We got to get cameras back there right now. And it's like Thunder Rosa just like beating up the locker room or something. Or that would have been cooler.
Well, I think they couldn't because of contract stipulations. So I think that's the reason why they threw it to her. That's the reason why she had to show the belt on TV. They made an emphasis to show the belt. And I think that's the reason why she implied about the open challenge for Shida.
Well, even then, you can be like, you can plug something in. You could be like, have Tony say something into the occurrence of, I don't fucking know. Just have him be like, wait, we have to play this tape. We don't know who it's from or whatever, or something. Don't just tell me this is Thunder Rosa's promo. Like, lead us into that. We don't have a lot to be led into anymore. Like, give us something to lead into that. Don't just go, oh, it's Thunder Rosa. Okay, well, now we know it's just Thunder Rosa. I wasn't excited to see her if I would have seen her just as a pop. Or have her walking through the crowd or something, or whatever crowd there was there. Have her come through and just jump in the ring or something. I don't fucking know. Something. Just not just tell me it's Thunder Rosa. But anyway, yeah, Thunder Rosa is in AEW. Or I don't know if NWA and AEW are working something with contracts to get people over and keep their people busy. Because I'm hearing rumors of Nick Aldis now with the Four Horsemen.
Well, Nick Aldis now is he's like head writer, I think, for NWA Power or head creative or something like that.
But they're not on TV.
Yet.
They're not doing anything.
Yet.
Well, if NWA and AEW can work together, I think that would be good for the company, for both companies.
I think you get a monopoly. I think if you go NWA, ROH, and AEW working together, it just broadens the horizon for indie wrestling.
Definitely. And you have people from NWA Power and Ring of Honor who do not get the limelight, who are not known, and then they get to AEW, and then now they're known, and guess what? People are going to go, oh, shit, I really like that guy. And then guess what? Now you have more eyes on NWA Power because they're watching their people on a different show, and then they're like, oh, shit, where'd they come from? So anyway, Veda Scott moves in next. You know what? I'm going to let you take over. Go ahead. I've been talking too much. My mouth hurts.
Well, you got the women's tag team finals.
Did you want to make a sex joke to that? I knew you gay joke. You gave
I said the match was whack, but at least Diamante is getting TV time. Diamante and Ivelisse get the win.
Yes. And I like the ending where they went to go hand them flowers and they threw the flowers down. They grabbed their flags, showed a little emotion and pride in there. So that was kind of cool. All right. I mean, wait, it was a good match. I thought it was okay. I thought it was a good match.
No.
I didn't understand the point of QT Marshall interfering. I didn't think that made any fucking sense.
Exactly.
And Brandy carrying her action figures to the ring. What the fuck?
Yeah. I just didn't. It didn't do anything for me.
They were so smart in like freezing the release of Brandy's and only putting limited out because that one was going to be the least selling. If you would have dropped all 6 of them and you said, here you go, Brandy would have sold the least. But because they made it like a limited edition one, now people want it. They don't even want it. They just got to go, I got to have it because it's limited edition.
Well, they in this first line, they're calling it Chase and Find Figs. Jericho is in his normal action figure. He's in his wrestling gear. In the Chase and Find Fig, it's just like a Sammy Guevara inner circle shirt. And the Cody Rhodes is from the first All Out when he slams the sledgehammer through the chair, that golden blue. His Chase fig is the Star Trek shirt, the red and black Star Trek shirt that he came in that one pay-per-view.
Yeah. I'm just not into them, man. I don't get it. I know they're for the kids and stuff. I see some of these fucking grown-ass men like fighting in there for these fucking figures. I saw a video of 2 guys fighting over AEW action. I'm like, you fucking losers.
You do know you have professional wrestling belts hanging on your wall.
That's fine. I bought them like a grown-up. I paid real money for real items, not toys.
Okay, I just wanted you to know that.
I'm not busting open my pops like fucking, we'll play with them. Fucking losers.
You do have belts hanging on your wall.
That's okay. They look good.
They do nothing.
Some dude like posted, like a grown-ass man like your size posted a picture with the AEW like play belt today. And I was like, bro, like collect wrestling belts like an adult. If you're going to collect something, collect wrestling belts. Don't fucking spend $20 and flash it like you're fucking cool. You can say what you want, bro. It's cool.
No.
I've gotten laid because of them. I've gotten laid. Okay? My wife loves them. All right, so we are going to move into the greatest squash match in the history of wrestling, and that is Brody Lee versus Cody. Now, I am a little upset because I did get some spoilers on this match before it happened, and I wanted to get in here and spoil it for you guys so bad, but Chris calmed me down and said, no, it's a business. We have to be cool. So I said, okay. But I was upset because I got told that Eric Rowan made a debut, and he didn't. He didn't. So you have the Prince of Pro Wrestling. Fucking that is Cody. Cody comes out hot and on Brody Lee, and for like two and a half seconds, he has an offense on him, and then boom, Cody has no offense the rest of the match. Brody Lee destroys him, makes him look like a complete joke, and then at the very end, they put Brody Lee or Cody on a stretcher. I don't understand. They give him oxygen. Like, this guy just got into a fucking car accident. Like, come on, calm down. He got normal fucking moves put to him. Clothesline from hell, 2 power bombs. It wasn't that big of a deal. And then they beat down Arn. And then the rest of the family comes out. They beat down the family. And then whatchamacallit comes out, Brandy. And Anna Jay is just like, looks at Brody and she's like, yeah. Brody's like, yeah, get that bitch. And then boom, jumped on her and fucking choked. I loved it. I thought that was a great little spot with Anna Jay because Brandy was like, just fucking selling it. It looked great.
Yeah, it makes the Dark Order look big. It makes them look like the NWO.
Yeah, they look way bigger. And we did get a tweet by a certain legend in the hardcore family. Mr. Tommy Dreamer himself tweeted to Brody Lee saying, you heard a lot of people I know expect AEW to get really extreme soon. So I don't know what that's all about. I get another 49-year-old washed up guy who starred in other company. Is it just me or is like, so you get Mox beating Chris Jericho and you get Brody Lee beating Cody. Are they ever going to give some homegrown talent a belt?
I mean, you'll see.
I'll see. I'm not expecting Mox to drop the title to MJF. I don't see Brody dropping the title for the next 6 to 8 months. That's the only way you're going to build the Dark Order is put that belt around him and make him champ for a very long time.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Eric Rowan debut and he beat Brody Lee and not be a part of Dark Order.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, but then you're putting a red beard on a red belt. It's just too much red. It doesn't go together. Chris, what were your thoughts on Brody versus Cody?
That was really well done. I love how the match didn't last long, and it showed Brody Lee with power.
Yep.
So, it made the Dark Order look like bigger, not just a cult.
Yeah. Speaking
of Colt, no Colt Cabana, by the way.
No Colt Cabana. Hey, man, and no Jake the Snake, man.
No, he was there. He saw it during the Lucha Bros match. You saw him laughing in the background.
All right. As long as we got Jake the Snake, man. Dude, Lance Archer, what are they doing with Lance?
My name's Lance, and I like nuts.
Where is that from?
The Ringer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. So, Chris, are you ready for this? Because I've been saving this for the show. Chris, I'm going to do this on the fly. And I think are you too going to do this on the fly, or do you actually study for this?
I don't know what we're talking about.
I sent you a picture earlier, and I said I want you to prepare for these questions tonight.
Oh, I did not get those questions.
You are starting a new wrestling company. You have to form a starting roster using this format.
Mm-hmm.
Pick 2 males from WWE, 1 heel, 1 face. Go.
Do they have to be current?
Current WWE stars right now, 1 heel, 1 face.
1 heel?
1 heel.
MVP.
1 face.
Now, does it have to be a heel that goes? Can it be a heel that is accepted as a face, or does it have to be a true face?
I'm going off of this. I'm going true face.
Let's see, because I would go AJ Styles then. But he's not a face, though. But he's accepted as a face, though.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? Like, because if not, I can go Randy Orton too. You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
Randy Orton was my heel pick.
See, I like MVP as the heel, and I would like Randy Orton as my face, but I can see AJ Styles too. Yeah.
Yeah. Randy Orton was my heel pick, and I would have went with AJ Styles as my face.
Mm-hmm.
2 male heels from AEW. 1 heel, 1 face. Or wait, what?
Yeah, they did that wrong.
Yeah. 2 males from AEW. 1 heel, 1 face.
Well, heel, I'll go MJF.
MJF. Okay. Stop stealing my answers, Cody.
And 1 face, I would go Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. Mine would be MJF and Trent. I would take Trent. You know how I feel about Trent. 4 females from any brand.
Penelope Ford.
Okay.
Sheeta. Jordynne Grace from TNA. And I would probably have to go Charlotte Flair.
Nice. I have 2 coming out of WWE. I have Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. I would
Mhm.
definitely take Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Coming out of AEW, honestly, I'd probably go Big Swole. I really like Big Swole. She's done some things recently. And then, is Gail Kim still wrestling?
No.
God damn it! I don't know a lot of TNA people right now. Sorry, man. Shit. Let me go one more female. Nah, fuck it. Give me Sasha Banks too. I'll take that bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a picture of Jordynne Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 tag teams from any brand.
Oh, do I have to answer this?
FTR in the North, because I'm going there.
Yeah, exactly. That's
FTR in the North.
It can either be the Good Brothers in the North or FTR in the North.
2 males from any brand.
Okay, so then if I had MVP and AJ Styles, I'll go
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, and I'm gonna go Sami Callihan.
Callahan?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
I had a Sammy too, but it wasn't Callahan. It was Guevara. I'd start off with Guevara. And then one more male. Fuck it. I'm throwing a Vince. Ken Shamrock, bring him back.
Yikes.
We're starting a company strong. Put the title on Ken.
They did that. They did the first TNA show ever.
They put the title on Ken Shamrock.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. I miss old school TNA. I miss like the Bound for Glories with aces and eights, and it was such a good time in wrestling in like 2000. What was that? 2012.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the very first TNA, like in 2002.
No, I get that. I know. Yeah, you're talking about when Ron the Truth Killings was there and all that shit. Yeah. What are you sending me?
Hold on.
Don't tell me to hold on. We're on TV right now, pal. We're live, pal.
There you go.
Is it her nudes?
No.
I don't care. Damn. Who's that?
That's Jordynne Grace.
That girl thick.
Mm-hmm.
She's thicker than a snicker. I see a nipple. She's kind of hot. I don't like her face. Her body looks great, though. I love them thick like that.
I think she's...
I'm still cracking up over here. The Benoit. That's awesome.
He was dying. He was dying to get on
oh my god,
WWE TV.
Man. Did you catch SummerSlam last night?
No, I did not.
No. Good match between Dominic Mysterio. Good match.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to going to nap. I will see you guys later. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow us. Make sure you guys catch tomorrow night's episode. Will Austin is in the building. So make sure you guys are ready for that. Chris, you ready for Will Austin tomorrow?
Yeah.
This guy's coming on strong, man. This guy's coming on strong. So we'll see what he does.
He's calling us out.
I know he's talking shit already. This guy is something else, man. So, all right. We will see you guys tomorrow night. We will be making the trip up to Tennessee, right, Chris? All right, Wrestling Paradox Podcast. Peace.